Broncos country, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We know the Broncos are having a great day. Sean Payton canceling the last day of minicamp said he's seen enough. He's feeling good to go. But there's still plenty of things to talk about with day 2 of minicamp practice. As I pull up my Twitter bookmark feed, y'all be sure to smash that like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts on Bo Nix and some of our other players talked about in today's minicamp news. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Again, credit to all the journalists that were at minicamp today. Few that I wanted to go through. First, coming from Zach Stevens. Courtland Sutton did much more at today's practice, including catching balls on air from both Bo Nix and the other quarterbacks. He did not participate in team drills and ran hills for conditioning during the second half practice. Totally understandable. Jaquan McMillan had an excellent touchdown saving pass breakup in the red zone period. Bo Nix, throwing off his back foot from the 6-yard line, hit Brandon Johnson in the front corner of the end zone, but McMillan was in smothering coverage and broke it up. Hey, pumped about Jaquan McMillan. Somebody else tweeted, we'll get to it eventually, said, we're not talking about McMillan enough. He's really coming along. Here's some footage courtesy of Nick Ferguson, former Bronco. Does a wonderful job in the media, and you can see him running this little corner, securing that one. You probably saw the other one on Twitter where Sutton bobbled a pass coming from Bo Nix. Joe Lombardi on Bo Nix. You can feel his 61 games played in college. He certainly doesn't feel like a rookie. Absolutely. And if he does not start week 1, I still would assume he starts the majority of the season because, again, when you played 61 college games, you should be closer to ready than not, right? And Davis Webb here, clip from DNVR Broncos. I don't think I got the sound playing, but essentially Davis Webb is saying, Bo Nix, I think he's coming along just nicely. Now, it was reported today that he did kind of have his roughest day through an interception today, but you're going to have those ups and downs as a rookie. I'm not too concerned. Here's Bo Nix finding Courtland Sutton, courtesy of DNVR, Zach Stevens. Thank you guys so much for putting this out. See Bo's throwing the ball with some nice zip. And again, as I said just a minute ago, and led with Sean Payton canceled tomorrow's practice, so we're done till training camp. Echoing quarterback coach David Webb's comments on Bo Nix, offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi said something similar. He certainly doesn't feel like a rookie. I love that. Positive signs. Zach said, hey, Bo likely at his worst practice, at least in practices open to the media. Nix had a few passes thrown behind receivers and also had an INT during 7-on-7s where Levi Wallace, free agent signing from the Steelers, broke up the pass and caught the ball. And this is why it's important for Bo to work on timing, develop the right timing and chemistry with all these receivers so that he can be hitting them in stride, not breaking up their momentum. And here, of course, we got some more clips of Bo rolling out, throwing it to 83. Is that Bandy? Can't remember. Here's that clip again to Courtland Sutton. Nice little throw there to Brandon Johnson. 17. I forget who 17 is. Is that little Jordan? And then to Marvin Mims. All right. Then this was cool. Sean Payton said this yesterday, or it might have been this morning in the press conference. Yes, that he had a second-round grade on Jonah Ellis. He also had a second grade on Troy Franklin, got him in the 4th, and had third-round grades on Audric Estime and Chris Abrams-Drain. He said this doesn't always happen. So, interesting. We're going to see if the Broncos end up having one of the better draft classes. If so, hey, maybe we're going in the right direction here, okay? And then Ryan Edwards said this, I'm just going to let you know we're not talking about Jaquan McMillan enough. Dude is so special. And I've wondered if he might be on that Chris Harris trajectory where people just kind of see him maybe as a slot corner coming in, but continues to just develop, break through every ceiling you feel like there is for him. And you just got to move him outside and becomes a cornerstone of that defense. That would be amazing if Jaquan McMillan can develop into that. But hey, overall, good day. I'm not going to read too much into Bo Nix having his roughest day. As your roughest day so far. You're going to have that as a rookie. No reason to fret yet. But y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you feel like had a good mini camp by what you've seen and read? Let me know. Of course, when training camp opens up here at the end of July, we're going to have Audric Estime there, which is going to be great. Again, that running back competition is going to be stout and stiff. And then also, I didn't end up making a video on this, but Courtland Sutton's contract situation is going to be something to watch. I noticed that Chad Brown said today on DMAX Kill You with Truth podcast that he expects Courtland Sutton to get traded, which I think is interesting. You haven't heard a lot of media members come out and say it like that. My hope, again, is regardless of the contract situation, is that we keep Courtland on the team this year. To me, if we trade him at the trade deadline, we're likely fighting for a playoff spot. And is it worth to change up the chemistry if you have like a sixth round, if you're getting a 6th-round pick at that point? I don't think so. This will be something to monitor, though. But if Courtland does end up holding out, again, it's one thing to say you're holding out and not come to anything mandatory. It's quite different to see him back here for the mandatories. And then if you were to hold out at training camp, that's pretty bizarre. But we've seen weirder things in Broncos land, I guess, right? So that's going to be something to monitor. But if he does end up holding out, I think you got to trade him. I don't want any distractions going into the season this year or any of these conversations about, hey, when are we going to trade X player during the season? Nah. Continuity. That's what I want to see. So appreciate it, y'all. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I will be back tomorrow as always. And go Broncos.